And so I think that I have a very like healthy relationship with what I look like and being like, hey, I'm happy with how I look. And I don't, I kind of the image I've always wanted to spread is like that you should just be yourself and not care. And so that I think it goes a little bit against that to be like, no guys, I'm ugly, so I'm hiding my face. Like, that was obviously if you watch my video I did on it, the Buy From Dream video, it's satire. I mean, you can tell if you're watching. It's my friend, my roommate's bursting and going, "You're ugly. Put the mask back on. Like you need to cover that face. Whatever."
Yeah.
But surprisingly, that video spread like wildfire. But not the actual video itself, but like the headline, because the headline is so catchy of like, Dream gets hate and deletes face reveal. Sometimes it just works out where you have something like that pops up and you're like, perfect.
That's something that I've been curious about you for a while. Of like, is it just that things kind of fall into place, or how strategic of like a marketer are you? Because like your face reveal was one of the best internet campaigns I've ever seen. Like people reacting to your face prior to it.
Yeah.
And, there was part of me that was trying to understand, like, is this, the face reveal specifically, is this a guy who really just wants to live life and, be unrestricted by this concept of wearing a mask, be able to hang out with his friends, go out in public, make IRL content? Or is this really one of the sharpest marketing campaigns I've ever seen? Or is it a mix?
Yeah, so I think the completely like honest answer is that it's almost always a mix. Like I feel like I've always really lived by the quote that the best type of marketing is marketing that doesn't feel like marketing.
Yeah.
And so because I've always like lived by that and been like, that is my thing. If there's ever an opportunity where I go, I see something, even if it's like a last minute thing that wasn't a part of the plan, but I can make it seem like it's somehow connected or whatever, then I'll always jump at that. Cause I go, that it feels the most natural because it is the most natural because it is something I didn't plan or it is something I didn't, whatever. It's like, I wasn't going, when I face reveal, I'm going to do this. I'm going to have these reaction videos. But what happened was I did the first one with George because I always promised him, hey, I'll show you my face as soon as your visa's approved. And so he texted me, he said, my visa's approved. I'm able to come because he was going to move to America with me. So I was like, oh, awesome. I'll show you my face as soon as he hasn't seen my face. He was one of my best friends for like 10 years. He had never seen my face.
That's a wild thing.
He was always asking for like the first like 5 years. And then the next like 5 years, he was saying like, I was like, do you want to see? And I was willing to show him because some of my other friends had seen. And he was like, no, at this point, I don't want to be spoiled. Like, I'd rather just wait until the big moment and see it myself. And so he got his visa approved. He texted me. I FaceTimed him, and seeing his reaction and like how he reacted and everything really made me realize like, wow, even to me, who knows what I look like, it was just kind of so intriguing I didn't know how he was going to react. I was like, you're just seeing your friend. Like, how do you react? It's just a guy that you've known for 10 years. You've never seen. Yeah. And to me, seeing his face, seeing what he said, seeing the way he described me, seeing that really made it interesting to me. And I was like, wow, I feel like that probably is just as interesting to everyone else. And so I was like, I want to do that for everyone. And so I started reaching out to my friends. And then as soon as I did that, I was like, why just my friends? I trust Mark Rober he's not going to tweet out my face or something. Yeah. There were certain creators that reached out that I was like, I could see them maybe being I got Dream and doing like a prank or something. So I was like, I'll wait. Yeah. But I also FaceTime just out of interest, like people off camera, like Mr. B